In the early 2000s, Toronto was still a living city. Glass towers, wet highways, streetcars in the rain, the cold light of Lake Ontario. A place of millions, speaking in 100 languages, certain that the world still made sense. Then something happened near the water. Officially, there was no disaster, no war, no impact site, no experiment gone wrong. Only sealed reports, military convoys, blacked out stations, and a silence that spread faster than panic. Some said it began with a failed joint project. Canadian military research, American defense money, private biotech, all buried beneath the language of science. Others believed something fell into Lake Ontario, something that did not belong here. The truth no longer matters because Toronto is gone. Not destroyed, not abandoned, taken. The city still stands, but it no longer obeys distance, gravity, time, or memory. Streets fold back into themselves. Towers reflect places that do not exist. Subway lines run without power. The lake glows at night, and something moves beneath it. The CN Tower still rises above the dead skyline, twisted into a blackened spine of metal and signal. Some stalkers call it the beacon, others call it the mouth. No one who reaches it returns whole. The zone has its weather, its hungers, its miracles. There is ice breath, air that freezes blood in seconds. There are gravitational streams in the tunnels below the city. There are glass towers that pull the living into their reflections. And there is the water, singing low enough to make the ears bleed and the mind come apart. Artifacts still come out of Toronto. Maple blood, whispering ice, the Ontario eye, not treasures, wounds, made solid. They heal, reveal, sharpen, preserve, and always take something back. Armies failed here, governments withdrew. Corporations built fences and observatories and called it research. But the only people who still enter the city are the desperate, the broken, and the doomed. They come from everywhere. Ukrainians, Poles, Chinese migrants, old hunters, students, men who lost children, women who hear voices from inside the ruins. Even the first peoples of this land speak of it not as a disaster, but as a wound in the spirit of the earth. Inside the zone, death is not the worst thing that can happen. First, you lose tomorrow, then yesterday, then names, then color, then the weight of your own body. And in the end, if you are very unlucky, the zone lets you keep walking. Toronto is still there, somewhere beyond the cordons, beyond the dead highways, beyond the last lights of Ontario. A black heart under a dead sky, waiting,